Watch himself.
He's watching himself too much is what he's doing. Yeah. Welcome in, friends, into the Truth Serum here. Joey the Truth Wagner with you. Hollywood Wagner, Victor Valdez with me here. Everybody, post-game reaction here as the Ravens defeat the Steelers 16-14 at Acrisure Stadium, effectively knocking the Pittsburgh Steelers out of any hope in the playoff race in the AFC. And, Victor, there's only one story to this game here, and that is Mitchell Trubisky gave this game away to the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. Was there moments he got the ball down there, when the mob moves the ball? Yes, but at the same time, we have the receiving core to do things like that.
I don't like the coaching either. I don't think they should have ran the ball the first down all the time like they were doing it. But they knew that pass was coming after that.
They only ran the ball, I think, twice in the whole second half.
It didn't feel like that's one thing they got away from. I didn't understand.
They only ran the ball twice in the entire second half.
Yep.
Well, that's coaching there.
Yeah. That's definitely play calling. That's just no feel for the game.
You're having Mitch Trubisky throw the ball 30 times in 3 quarters? What?
I don't even think you were going to do that with your franchise quarterback.
They weren't.
Yep.
Why are you doing it to someone who's a low-end starter in this league? Who's a backup?
Yep, he's a backup.
I'd rather have Kenny Pickett in there too, but
he's a backup. If you're gonna let someone throw the ball 30 times a game, you let it be the rookie quarterback because he's at least gaining experience on each rep, not a backup.
Yep. This is Trubisky's 6th year in the league, you know, so we know what he is.
He is what he is. That's fine.
But it came back to haunt you, and the missed field goal in Hollywood's defense too was also the one that did it.
The block.
The block field goal was unacceptable.
The block too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally feel I'm not bashing Boz, but I personally feel that it was a very low kick. Credit to the guys that got up there.
Well, that was Boswell there. Maybe he came back prematurely.
With a 40-yard field goal, you got to get it up. You got to get it high.
It didn't look like there was enough juice on it. Does that make sense?
He made sure on the extra point to make it 16-14. He made sure he had enough juice on that.
You know,
on that
I think
sucker.
They needed a field goal to tie it up. I don't know, but I didn't look at the score. I thought it was 17-14.
Yeah, because if you go down the field, with Trubisky that last drive, you're looking at 17-16 as the final score.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So
The only people to blame in this game today are the Steelers themselves.
Yeah, no.
They could have held them at the end there without getting a first down. They would have had a chance of winning that.
Why does the defense have to do everything?
Yeah, I agree with you. At the same time, in 2022, your defense shouldn't be carrying. The only thing that bothered me, that left a bad taste in my mouth, is you knew what Baltimore was doing. They got a guy in there that's never played a down of football in this league. You know?
Yeah. That's how I look at it.
Can I add it to the list?
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike Tomlin lost to Tim Tebow in the playoffs, who couldn't throw the ball. And his defense gave up 300 yards to Tim Tebow passing when he only completes about 47% of his throws.
Yeah.
He lost to Blake Bortles in a playoff game at home, coming off a bye, and was down 21-0 in the first quarter. And he's now lost to Anthony Brown, who has never played a down in the NFL at quarterback. And he's a defensive coach. Victor?
Yeah, that happened.
I guess you can blame the offensive line some too, with Kenny Pickett.
They allowed 2 sacks in the game as a team. The Steelers...
I'm not going to bash these guys.
The Steelers rushed for 65 yards on 20 carries, and they only ran the ball, I believe, twice in the second half.
It felt like, at least.
It's just a rotten game for the Steelers part of it.
To only run the ball that little of time in the set. You were running the ball well in the first half. Don't ask me why, but Canada gets all, let's throw the ball around the barn with Mitch Trubisky?
The drive where we missed the field goal, which was the ultimate nail in the coffin, which it shouldn't have came down to that in the first place. I agree with you. But that whole drive, I was screaming for them. Let's run this ball. Let's slow the game down. Why are we forcing it with these throws? You know what I mean? Then you put yourself in third and forever because Trubisky gets sacked. And
then you call a timeout before a third and forever that you know you're not going to convert in the first place.
Exactly. There was just a bunch of head scratchers right there. I just was not understanding their logic there.
There's too many head scratchers with this staff.
It's a disappointing game overall.
There's too many head scratchers with this staff. There just is. There's just too many heads.
But in reality, it's not hard either. This is not hard stuff. This is not rocket science. This is a football. Like, you know what I mean? When you overcomplicate it, what are you doing? This isn't remodeling a bathroom, you know?
Yeah, on that drive there with the blocked field goal, it was...
Just slow the game down.
A 9-play drive, 7 passes with Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
7 passes, 2 runs. On the drive prior to that, on the interception, deep ball to Johnson on that one.
I called one interception before he threw it. The first one.
It was the second one.
It's going to be a turnover. He was looking too good.
In the drive before the blocked field goal, the drive of the interception in the third quarter. First play of the drive, a run for Harris for a yard, then pass, interception.
Yep.
So that's 3. And then the drive for that. A run to start, so 4, then pass, run, pass, punt. 5 runs in the second half, and you've been running the football for over 150 yards a game, every game the last month?
That's funny, isn't it? Can't explain it.
You mean the Steelers are 3-point favorites in that game?
This offseason needs to be the real offseason. There needs to be some changes. And I think another big problem is that I just think the team is not that dynamic. You know what I mean?
No, they're not a good team, really.
No. There's pieces here to build off of. This is not a team that needs a whole rebuild. It's just not. You have the pieces there. What's holding it back is the coaching.
On all sides of it. Offense, defense, and up top.
Yeah.
It is. It just is.
I'm not a big fan of Presley Harvin either. I would like to see another punter next year.
Yeah, Corliss Waitman in the couple games he played last year, every single punt was a boomer. Every single punt was a boomer.
You think they can still get in, you think?
9 and 8, but now you need the Jets to get to 9 losses now.
You need a bunch of teams.
You need all of these teams to get to 8 and 9. You need the Jets to get to 8 and 9. You need New England to get to 8 and 9. You need Justin Herbert and the Chargers to get to 8 and 9. Yes, we don't want any tiebreakers.
No, we've lost 7 games in the conference.
We've lost to pretty much everybody and their mother in the conference.
Oh my gosh.
We've swept the NFC South.
Except for, there was one we lost, I think.
Not in the NFC South.
Hold on, let's see. We
haven't played the Panthers yet, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay. You're right.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We've beaten everybody in the NFC South so far and the Colts with Jeff Saturday.
Oh, the game we lost in the NFC was to the Eagles, so that's what I was thinking of. But everybody, that is our post game here. Mitch Trubisky blew the game. It's that simple. It's that simple, everybody.